Breaking news here. Trump administration interpretation of what it is.
Last week we took decisive action to stop a ruthless
shut outline
from threatening American lives.
Outlining nuclear
the United States
being without nuclear powers.
Terrorist.
So appears to be standing down. Okay.
As the head of the Quds Force,
I must have had woke up and like, you know what I'm saying, people still doing terror check. So, and I don't treat this as like, it's just an introduction. I don't treat this as like applicatory of the president, a mockery of the president, or the mockery of the president's speech. But what I do is do a conversion table of what it is, of what they're doing on here in the fronts of our apartment and whatnot. And they wait for you to wake up like this old tiny face. And like, you know what I'm saying, just because he has an apple or something, and just rather have that than feed his family and stuff like that. So, whether you look at the timelines of this tiny face, right, and you say, well, what do you call it? He did this on this day. He has the nerve to talk about, watch this, sir, and on this day. And, they just do hostilities over and over again, And then, and basically he's facing, even though he has a tiny face, they remain faceless because they do unnecessary things, you know what I'm saying? And stuff, etc. rather. And even mom was like, they do unnecessary things, and and such, and, it might be like to the effect that,
in recent months, Iran has seized ships in international waters.
So, what I'm saying? So if you look at the timeline of what it is, and standing down and stuff like that, and a lot of people are, and so whether you're on the side of fast food or you're on the side of private school tech and stuff like that, you can take this interpretation and be like, well, they did an airstrike, they hit stand targets, no casualties, and Iran. And so they did that, and Arizona Elephant walks, out the nuclear carrier, of the naval carrier, and stuff. And so they're burning American flags, British flags, and so, of course, Britain will seize in that level, it's just a revolutionary war type, and then, so what I was saying earlier, so you're standing down and so was earlier and so, and trying to jog my memory here, and so the conversion of the jargon of it last night's tag is I can understand, if you have a regular exhaust, you know what I'm saying, that's fine. But if you go ahead and try to murk all the time, you know what I'm saying, for no reason because you're doing tech terror, I'm that's that's just kind of that's like going to a Walmart and being invited into all kinds of danger and stuff like that because of people's flagrant acts, around here and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, and be charged for it when you're outside the area.
From the remnants of the Iran deal, or JCPOA.
And so what I was saying is the fastest and whatnot, and they say, oh, I didn't do all that, and saying, I didn't do all that. Well, I mean, you didn't enlist to begin with. I mean, maybe you enlisted, but you didn't graduate from anything. You know what I mean? And like you said, to have an opinion to be like, oh, such and such, I want more, you know what I'm saying? I want more of their food or whatever, you know what I mean? Or something like that. I want to export some more of their food or something like that. When in fact you just carry zip ties and you know what I mean? And such, and be like, you know what I'm saying? And you claim to be an engineer, but you're a janitor or something like that. And you wear your radio disrespectful and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And so, these are just standards that I have and stuff like that. And then so if you're a FAFSA point of view, you're like, you're trying to make a point and make a thing of it, where they deploy 3,000 Street Marches from North Carolina, what? And families are like, oh man, that's crazy, dude. I want to see my dad or something. I want to see my something, something like that. Whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? There's just a thing on the freedoms of Americans, right? But you say the fast, and they say, we deploying those 3,000 Street of family members, whatnot. Yeah, I'm going to do all that. And then have to take the mockery of the people around. Luckily, they're in North Carolina. You get the pride from Travis Air Base, you know what I mean? You get a market around like, ha. It's like a slap in the face. Like, man, I'm trying to do something 100% better, pay your taxes, man. I don't like free money or whatnot. And such and such. For your check chair that you spend all your waste all your money on. You know what I'm saying? So you can take advantage of the taxes or whatnot when you haven't even made yourself available or haven't even graduated from anything. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, in that sense, it's almost like political. Like we're like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you don't vote, then you don't have a voice, something like that. You don't have an opinion. You know what I mean? And so, you know, and so given that, and like, you know, so I'm just gonna move along those lines because this is what I know. You know what I'm saying? On fast like so you just say. I was deployed 3,000 some odd troops, more than that actually, and like the families that already have troops over there in those stations, those air bases over there in the Iraq areas and stuff like that. Like, oh wait, I need to call the hotline, you know what I mean, the military hotline to see if my family member is okay or whatnot, and then stuff like that, and like, you know,
ISIS is a natural enemy of Iran. The
destruction
of ISIS is good for Iran.
So given that, and given that we know how to fold the flag right, we still get like, you know what I'm saying, we still get like a ridicule, like, oh, nerd alert, this type from all people talking about. I know what the Naval Academy is. Like, dude, the Navy is not the Naval Academy, you know what I'm talking about? And so, anyway, I'm going to get on that, on, like, you know, strife, and then so, like, I'm on political echelons. and so, given that,
thank you very much. Thank you.
And that is the response that the world was waiting to hear.